What made Potosi mining so deadly for natives? Imagine working in a place where the air is thick with dust, the ground shakes with every explosion, and the risk of collapse is constant. That was life for many indigenous workers in Potosi during the colonial era. The Spanish rulers needed a lot of silver to fund their empire, and Potosi became the center of this wealth. But behind the shiny surface was a story of suffering and danger for the native population. The main reason the mines were so deadly was the forced labor system called the mita. This was a draft that made indigenous men between the ages of 18 and 50 work in the mines for up to 12 months at a time. They were taken from their homes, families, and communities, often facing brutal conditions from their land. Many did not survive the long, exhausting work, and some tried to escape, which caused social chaos in their villages. Another deadly factor was the use of mercury in the refining process. Mercury was essential to extract silver from ore, but it is highly toxic. Miners were exposed to dangerous levels of mercury vapor, which caused severe health problems. Many suffered from mercury poisoning, which could lead to permanent brain damage, kidney failure, or death. The refining process also released poisonous gases into the air, contaminating the environment and making everyone who lived nearby vulnerable to health issues. Inside the mines, conditions were even more hazardous. The tunnels were carved into high-altitude mountains, around 4,800 to 5,000 meters above sea level. The thin air made breathing difficult, and the tunnels were narrow, dark, and unstable. Miners faced constant dangers like cave-ins, floods, and explosions from unstable explosives. The dust from minerals caused silicosis, a deadly lung disease that still affects miners today. All these dangers added up to a terrible toll. Over the centuries, it is estimated that around 8 million indigenous people lost their lives working in the Potosi mines. The wealth from the silver helped Spain grow rich, but it came at a terrible cost to the native populations. Many communities were decimated, and their social structures shattered. Even after the colonial period, mining remained dangerous, with high death rates and ongoing suffering. From a Latin cultural point of view, the story of Potosi's mines shows how indigenous peoples were exploited for the benefit of colonial powers. Their hard work built the wealth of the Spanish Empire, but their lives paid the price. The scars on the land and the people reminded us of this dark chapter in history, a reminder of the suffering that fueled colonial riches.